Good morning. Hello, everybody. Hello, everybody. Happy Friday. Happy to see you all today. Listen, today we're going to talk about one topic that people brought and bring up to my consultations very often, and this is visibility. So people want to know people want to know what visibility is, and a lot of the time people think that visibility is everything. So visibility is everything. So as often in entrepreneurship, it is not just black and white, right? It is not just black and white. It is not just like, oh, it's all about your visibility or it's all about your messaging or it's all about something else. It is very nuanced. So, uh, first of all, happy Friday. Tell me where you're watching me from. And also, let me know in the chat, is visibility something that you care about, something that you would like to see more in your business? Like, yeah, hello, Chris. Thank you so much for joining. I'm happy that you're here. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So, tell me, would you like to be visible? Because sometimes, listen, sometimes what I hear from entrepreneurs is this problem. Um, they say, hey, like, I think my messaging is great. I think I have the right mission, and people resonate with me. I have great conversations, but I wish I had more eyes on me. I wish I could figure out how to put myself out there so more eyes, more people could see me. Good morning, Tanya. Thank you so much for joining. So I wish more people could see my content. I wish more people could see my messaging. Is it the same for you? Like, does it resonate with you as well? Do you feel like you could benefit from more eyes on your business right now, and uh, that could possibly drive more business to your offer, more business to your business? Let me know what you think. Let me know what you think. Is visibility important to you? Is visibility something that you think it is crucial for your business? So I'm curious to know. I'm curious to know. So I would like to break down this concept of messaging, visibility, and one important part with, especially if you are in this more sophisticated marketing, more sophisticated business, more sophisticated offer business model, is that it is not just your visibility. It is not just the visibility. It is not just the messaging. It is connecting with your audience on another level. But let's break it down. Let's start with visibility, then jump to messaging, and then connect all of it together so you could make informed decision in your business right now. So Tanya said, like, I don't think I could ever have too much visibility. And this is correct. So Chris said, like, happy Friday from Tennessee. Yeah, I always want to have right. Yes, Chris said something really insightful here, y'all. Chris said, I always want the right eyes on my business. And let's break it down. So Tanya also said an interesting thing. You can never have too much visibility. You can never have too much visibility. And also, what Chris said, the right eyes on your business is essential. So let me break it down for you. Let me break it down for you like this. Let's say you are selling a house. So, and Tanya, you probably would resonate with it, like, because you are interior designer, and this example can be it can speak a little bit more value to you, and maybe this is something that you see in the market. You're selling a house, and let's say you're selling a house for $4 million. It is a premium offer house, and is a mansion, and it's beautiful and it's big, but the location, and if you are a realtor, you know that the core component in real estate is location, location, location. And if you're selling your $4 million house in the wrong location and it's not selling, because the people who will buy $4 million house, they will never look at that neighborhood, right? So, and you might have a lot of visibility, you might have a lot of you might run campaigns, you might do a lot of things, but people just don't see that because they will never look at that neighborhood. And this is kind of back to like what I was saying before, the right visibility. But your offer, here's the thing, your offer doesn't depend just on visibility. There are so many moving components in our businesses that we often forget. And also, um, if you are a small business, if you are running, like if you have a small team or you're a solopreneur, and it's really essential to like make a decision for yourself. Am I going to be famous or am I going to be profitable? What is my first priority? Because we have operational capacity, because we have time constraints. What is my priority? Do I want to be famous or do I want to be profitable? And there's nothing wrong with or the other. And also, like being famous doesn't mean that you're not profitable, and being profitable doesn't mean that you're not famous, right? Like you can have both, but it's really important to understand what is your priority, right? And like at like it. So let's talk about the right visibility, right? Because the right visibility is everything. And I'm going to tell you how to get the right visibility and how to diagnose the right room, the right platform, the right events before you go there, because you like landing events, landing podcast interviews, landing visibility. And it's not that hard, but what is hard is to discern, is it my room? Is it a waste of time? Is it gonna bring me empty fame? Bring like just people who maybe just hang around with me in the community, or is that the right visibility that I need? I'm going to talk about that. So when it comes to visibility, like there are three components. Component number one, you need to attract the right people. You need the right people see your messaging. You need the right people to see your messaging. And on a lot of platforms such as LinkedIn, such as Instagram, and even YouTube, you can control the right visibility through optimizing your network on LinkedIn. So yeah, I'm very intentional who I'm connecting with, because the platform knows like who I serve. The same thing for Instagram, right? Like when platform knows like what I'm interested in, what they're interested in, they connect the right visibility. Also, um, when I go to the events, when I go to the events, it's important to know what is the audience for that event. Who are going to be there? Is it my like are my people are going to be there? Listen, I'm going to give you an example. I was um I time to time I go to different events, like virtually or in person. And I went to an event, and I was a speaker at that event. And guess what? It brought me a lot of visibility. It brought me a lot of visibility, and my messaging was great, because often people think like, oh, nobody bought from me, or like I connected with wrong people. Must be my messaging. And yes, and from that event, from that event, that event was filled with people who are not my people. They like, and people that I want to connect with, people who sell premium offers, people who run high ticket businesses, people who are subject matter experts, like in their field. And it's not about the years of business that they've been, or like the number in the bank account. It's just you sell premium offer, you market to premium audience, and you run premium like and you run high ticket premium business model business. And people in the room, none of them, almost none of them run like premium type of business, but they resonated with my messaging because like everybody wants to make money, everybody likes listen to listen to like a presentation about marketing, messaging, how to connect with people, and things like that. So I got a lot of visibility, but I got no sales from that visibility because it was a wrong room. And like for myself, I will never go that event ever again because it's just not my people. And it, like again, location. What is your location that you like where you are appearing? So like that is essential. Now, when it comes to visibility, once the right people see you, because just because people see you doesn't mean that people will resonate with your messaging, even though they say that your messaging is great. It doesn't mean that. So when we talk about visibility and messaging, your messaging should connect with people on their identity level. Listen, I'm a former clinical psychologist. I work in therapy for 10 plus years. And this one thing I know about humans, right? Just outside of business, outside of like online marketing, outside of online coaching, consulting, what we talk about right now. One thing I know about humans, people will make a decision to do something, to invest in themselves, to make a significant decision, and buying five, $10,000 offer, $15,000 offer, it is a significant decision. People will make significant decision when that decision is connected to their identity level, and not just their current identity level. When that decision is connected to their next level, who they want to become. Like, is your messaging? It's not enough to have a good messaging. Is your messaging connecting with the people on a different identity level when they see themselves in your offer, in your container, and not just in your container, but like seeing them going to the next level. Why people buy houses? Because they want to see themselves elevated in that house. Why people go to college and spend thousands and thousands of dollars on education that they may never use ever again in their career? Because they see themselves in that identity. Speaking of high ticket sales, college is like one of the highest offers out there, and people take debt, like people take loans, people go into debt just to be in that level of identity. And this is when your messaging and your visibility comes together. Do you connect with people so your message elevates people at the next level of identity? Do you take people to the next level of identity in like in their in your marketing? This is essential. So if you think when people say, hey, like this is visibility problem, like just not enough people, not enough right people see my business, and this is why I'm not making sales. It is yes, and maybe you need to increase your visibility, right? Like if you're not growing your network, uh, it's gonna be problematic. But also, getting the visibility and getting the right visibility is it's a half of the battle. Another half of the battle is connect to the next level of identity of your ideal customer when they see themselves in your offer at the end of your offer. And it's not just selling the transformation. It's not just selling the transformation, and it is selling the next level of identity. Because listen, when it comes to like there's a I don't know if you're familiar, but there's a Maslow triangle. So the first people like people after people satisfy their basic needs, they have food, they have shelter, they have their biological basic needs are met. The next level of satisfaction that humans are seeking for is self-actualization, and self-actualization, it is the development. So it is the development. So, and one thing, like you might be wondering, Eugene, great, like this is great. I want to connect with people to their next identity level. How do I do that? And by the way, if it makes sense, let me know in the chat if it makes sense. Does it make sense? Connecting your visibility, connecting your messaging to the next level of identity of your ideal customer. Like this is not one or the other. This is yes and multiple components. Does it make sense? Because if I need to stop, if I need to stop and explain something more, I'm more than happy to do that. Because identity-based marketing, and it is a complicated process, and also often people say, hey, like we have to step into the next level of identity. People have no idea what identity actually means. Identity is when people feel the sense of belonging, so they listen to it and they say like, yeah, that's me, I belong there. People people can see people the sense of belonging, and people also can differentiate that community, like they're not like us, like I'm not like everybody else, like that makes sense. So let me know if it makes sense. Let me know if it makes sense. And also, when it comes to your marketing, when it comes to your messaging, here's one important thing to understand. At any given point, you're gonna have community, people who resonate with you. You don't know why. I have people who just resonate with me. I don't know why. Like, and from any kind of walk of life. And this is the community. Hello, hello, good morning. And this is the community. And uh, people in your community, you will find qualified people and unqualified people. The next level of visibility, the next layer of people that you're gonna have, if your messaging is right, you're gonna have your evangelists, people who will never buy from you, maybe, or anytime soon, but they will promote your services all the time. And you're gonna have active buyers. And you're gonna have active buyers. So when you say that, like, oh, I just need more visibility, understand what the visibility comes with the territory. You're gonna have listen, I have random, and I shouldn't say random. I have people who are students, I have people from other countries, I have people from any kind of walk of life, and I ask them like, are you running a business? Are you selling high ticket? Are you consultant? Are you selling premium offer? Like, are you like a therapist? Maybe you're a coach, maybe you're a brand strategist. Like, what do you do? And they're like, nothing. I just like your messaging. And like, so like, would you like to start a business? Or like, no, no, like business is not for me, but like I like what you say, and I will share every single time. And it's a part of the community. But people who buy, people who make a decision from your community, from your visibility, they they see themselves in your messaging. This is really important to understand. Do people feel that they belong? Do people feel that it is a differentiator for them? It's not just another container. It's not just another it's not just another platform. It's not just another brand strategy. It's not just another resume writer. It's not just another sales coach. It's not just another business coach. It's like, okay, like I want to be at that level. Because listen, here's how I made my buying decision. And I bought $9,000 coaching programs, and I invest in myself. And I connected with my mentor. For 8 months, I was listening to her podcast. For 8 months, I was listening to her podcast. And then I made a decision, and I bought $9,000 program in Indians without sales goal. Why? Because I could see myself in her community. I could see myself at the other end of the offer being successful entrepreneur. And I felt the sense of belonging. And her messaging, yes, her messaging is great, but at some, like, as an entrepreneur, sometimes our messaging is like flops, sometimes our messaging is great. But when you connect on a deeper level with people on their identity level, and you feel that they belong, and you help them to see the next version of themselves, and with your marketing, right, with your funnels, with your marketing campaigns, you create bridges to their identity, not barriers, not another to-do list that they have to do, not another checklist that they have to mark, but actually a bridge to their next level of themselves. Then they buy. And I'm talking about premium offer. And the premium offer in my list, in my books, is anything from $3,000 to $15,000 and more. And this is what my clients are selling, from $3,000 to $15,000 and more. And like every single client that I work with, and these are clients who are brand strategists, who are tech mentors, who are consultants, who are subject matter experts. Every single deal that they made, because we diagnosed their sales, every single sale that they made because that person was able to connect with them, connect with their offer, connect with their messaging on a deeper identity level. Because people just don't pay like 10, $15,000 because of the features, just because of the transfer, just because of the outcome. They have to see themselves. And you can learn that from many industries, kind of car industry. People buy cars not just for the transfer. Like you can buy like 5, 10,000 dollar car just to get from point A to point Z. But when people buy a luxury car, premium offer cars, people buy identity that comes with the car. People at this point, when people spend 50, $60,000 on a car, it's not about the car. It's not about the transportation. It's about the next level of identity. Like this is deeper than that. And this is this is essential, and it comes with your market research. And I've had I had to recalibrate. Sometimes feels like A/B testing. Yes, A/B testing. Like this is true. Like yeah, this is true. And here's the thing. Here's the thing. Can I be truthful with you? Can I be truthful with you? Can I it's Friday and I'm fired up and I'm just saying how it is. Can I be truthful with you? If I can be truthful with you, drop yes in the chat. Can I be truthful with you for a second? Because I think a lot of people need to hear this. I think a lot of people need to hear this. Here's the thing. Until your buyer says that they have a problem, says what the problem is in their language, it is in your head. It is in your head. This is why if you see the slowdown in your sales, and if you feel like, wait a minute, like something was selling well and it's not selling right now, this is why you need to go back to the market research. See what people are saying online. I use threads to see what people like, just the temperature in the room. I see thread. I look at threads because people chatty in the threads. People chatty in the link in comments sometimes. Well, link in comments can be like a little bit dicey because people want to make connections. It's a little bit different beast. But people on Twitter or X, people on threads, people just say their mind as it is, and also conducting interviews. Because this is what I told my client the other day. We were having a coaching call, and she said, like, Eugene, nothing is selling. Like, I need to work harder. And I said, like, you need to stop selling and start doing market research. Because right now you have imaginary audience, you have imaginary offer that you think will sell, and you're solving imaginary problem for $10,000. And people don't buy imaginary offer for imaginary problem for $10,000. Where are those people? How do you know that they're like this is how they frame their problem? It is in your head. So, and I really appreciate your like participation, your comments. Really appreciate it. And you know how I prep for my live streams? I talk to y'all in the DMs, in my coffee chats, and I aggregated that data and said, like, okay, this is what people want, this is what people say, and this is what I need to talk about. And this is what I need to talk about. This, like, my live streams, my content. Sometimes it hits, sometimes it misses. It's just life, but it comes through the conversations. It comes through what I'm seeing in the market. And also, you might be even connecting with the next identity level of your people, but also, are you giving them the sense of security? Like, are they safe with you? Because listen, I'm not gonna sugarcoat what's going on in the country right now, because the times are crazy right now. I don't know if you feel it. I feel it, and it feels crazy for me, and it feels less safe to invest, like, for me personally. So I do my investigation and vetting a lot more thoroughly. But, like, do you address that in your messaging? How do you talk to your people so they see the stability? And when something is not working, when something is shaking, um, it's important to actually go back to the basics and, like, am I not addressing something? Because also, as entrepreneurs, we need to sell our business, right? And we live in this bubble, and we think, well, like, people are not selling. Well, look at what's going on around you, right? How do you address the situation around you so people feel seen and heard and safe around your brand and your messaging? Or, like, are you switching to something else as soon as something is not working? This is the brand consistency too. This is the brand consistency too. And this is your energy management too. Like, this is the last thing that I'm going to mention today. Your energy management. When you do market research, when you just say in a way that people say about their problem, it is a market research. And when you do the market research, when you talk about what people want to hear, when you sell what people want to buy, it becomes a lot easier for you, because until living, breathing, buying, paying customer says, I have a problem, it is in your head. It's just in your head. This is why it is essential to go and do market research, so you don't solve imaginary problem just because another coach, another expert, another consultant solved that problem. Like, they might do market research, and their audience, their very niche audience, has that problem, and they know about it, but your audience may not have the same problem, even though you are in adjacent markets. So do your market research, and connect with the people on at the next level of identity. This is essential, because if you're selling high ticket, if you're selling premium offer, this is identity work. This is identity work. It's not enough to tell people, oh, like, this is the urgency, this is the, like, the doors are closing on Friday night or on Tuesday morning, or, like, is the, like, if I don't see myself in that offer, let them door close. Like, I have no problem with doors closing if it is not for me. So, uh, thank you so much. I'm also hosting live stream tomorrow and on Sunday. So, for people I can speak today, huh? So for the video tomorrow, we're going to talk about more about messaging. So we're gonna like actually dissect how to create the identity level messaging, and when you talk to people, understand why, what maybe you're creating opportunities. If you're talking to people, if you have coffee chats, if you have sales calls, you're creating opportunities, right? But you're not closing those opportunities. Why you're not closing those opportunities? And on Sunday, I'm going to give you like a mini workshop, like something that I do with my clients, something that you can actually take and run with and implement in your business, like actually right now. But before I give you that strategy, and like when I say give you that strategy, like I truly give you as much strategy as I can in a limited amount of time. So, but before I give you that strategy, is really, really essential for me to like break it down, the identity marketing, the right visibility, the right markets, the diagnosing your niche and your messaging, so you are actually connecting with the right people. All right, let me know if it was helpful in the comments. Was it helpful today? What is your biggest takeaway? What are you walking away with? What are you walking away with? Like what is your biggest takeaway for today? So let me know, what is your biggest takeaway for today before I close out. And listen, I want to just say thank you, each and every one of you, everybody who participated. I really, truly appreciate your participation. It means a world to me. It means a world to me. Like, honestly, every single comment, every single DM, every single piece of engagement that you are putting out there and engaging with my brand, engaging with my business, engaging with my message, that mean that like this is what I do. So thank you so much. I will see you tomorrow here on LinkedIn and on Instagram too, and we're going to talk about more. Market research with a win. Yes, yes, Jay. We're gonna talk about we're going to talk about more. We're going to talk about why, when you're talking to potential customers, why they're not buying, and how to close the opportunities. Like you really hit home with the fantasy versus answering the need. Yes, thank you so much, Tanya. I appreciate it. All right, I love you all so much, and I will see you tomorrow. All right, bye, y'all. See ya. Have an amazing weekend.